Hello everyone, it's Chicken here once again, and welcome to another reaction video. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not going to be just doing reaction videos on this channel. I'm not going to be a reaction channel, but there's one thing that's caught my attention the past few days, and that's the new Red Dead Online update that's been coming out on July 13th, and that is the Blood Money update. Now, obviously, since Red Dead Online came out, a lot of people have been waiting for robberies, and pretty much just wanting to be an outlaw in Red Dead Online. And maybe this is the update that will somewhat shift that tone, considering the fact that Red Dead Online also had a really bad year last year in 2020. I mean, we all pretty much did. So I'm just here to watch the trailer. I have not seen the trailer yet, and so let's get right into it. So let's just watch it.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
Yeah.
The organization that I represent, it's a more civilized way of doing things.
Eyes blind by
Diamond, emerald, ruby. Private bonds we call capitales. You will procure them.
Was a soul they stole.
And if you value my friendship as highly as you should,
Please, Senor Martelli.
do not speak my name. You will bring them to me.
I got revenge. You're too late. Blue water man.
Impress me, and I assure you it will be worth your while.
Okay, simple, straight to the point. Just unlike the Far Cry 6 trailer. Alright, so obviously, first impressions, I thought it was going to be just home robberies, because, the past few months, or just past month actually, it was announced that it would give us access to rob homesteads, but that trailer gave us a whole lot more. Like, seriously, like, I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like not only were there, like, homes, but it looked like trains, even factory robberies. Also, diamonds and emeralds, like we've been able to steal rare jewels, kind of like that solo contract, a telegram mission where you rob the San Denis mayor's house, which I believe that was like kind of like a tease to this update. So, is this the official outlaw robbery update that we've been waiting since early 2019, mid 2018 for, or I don't want to say mid 2018 because the game came out that year, but I don't know. But this is looking pretty promising. This is looking like it could deliver, but it has to be just more than just the missions and stuff. Now, considering the fact that there's one person I want to talk about, and that's this guy right here. There were rumors of not rumors, but it looked like there were speculation of Guido Martelli, who, as we all know from the single player, was under Angelo Bronte. And Angelo Bronte was a huge name in the criminal underworld in San Denis. So much so that he pretty much, had the mayor in his pocket, and it just fueled the corruption of San Denis. So, if we could work for Guido Martelli, he could be basically our Lester Crest of Red Dead Online, basically having us take part in these robberies. Like I mentioned, jewels, emeralds, bonds. So this could be the update that turns Red Dead Online around. Hopefully. We just have to wait I guess we will have to wait until July 13th. I mean, hell, even the description of the video says, step into the criminal underworld of Red Dead Online and prove you're willing to get your hands dirty in service of notorious and well-connected members of San Denis society. So I'm pretty sure that just means, hey, you can work for Guido Martelli / Angelo Bronte, whatever. Now, there's one concern. Are these actual robberies, or are these just missions? Now, if these are missions, how deep are they going to be? Because one thing Red Dead Online does need to do is to add more life to free roam. Because, well, obviously, obviously, in free roam we can, we can hunt, we can fish, we can do certain bounties in free roam. We can work on our moonshine business in free roam. However, there's really not that much else to do in free roam. A lot of people were hoping, I guess a lot of people are hoping for these robberies you can do in free roam. Like, you can do a train robbery, you can play a bank robbery in free roam. Now, I believe that'd be a little hard to do, but they can work that way in somehow. Like, for example, if you plan to start a bank robbery, there's like a certain like marker or a certain like thing you have to accomplish. Now, I'm pretty sure these things could pretty much break the balance or immersion of the game. I'm not an expert in these kind of terms, so I don't know if they will be able to pull it off. But train robbers, I believe you could pull off. Like, if a train passes by, it hasn't been robbed yet, you could potentially rob them. These are somewhat looking like missions, similar to the legendary bounties or the infamous bounty. Well, it's the legendary bounties in Red Dead Online. Like, I don't know if this. So, and if these are missions, do they have certain like levels? Like, do they have? Is it just one mission, or is it like, you know, you can? Is it one mission this, one mission this activity? Like, is a certain robbery, like a certain scenario of a robbery? Like, say you're robbing jewels. Like, if the jewels things is real, is it like a certain chapter? Similar to the heists in GTA Online. There were 5 total heists, each one had like different preps. Will it be like that? Or will it be just, hey, we got a hit on this, go there and do it. Now, like I said, we have to wait until July 13th for this. But so far, it has my attention. And a lot of people do have their attention fixed on this. Now, with Rockstar, with this particular update, this has to be make it or break it, because this has to be an amazing update to keep Red Dead Online alive. Considering the fact how much of a terrible year 2020 was for Red Dead Online, especially compared to what kind of year GTA Online had that year with the Kyle Perico heist. But that update pretty much blew any other update for the past few years out of the water. At least, especially compared to Red Dead Online. This has to be the update that breaks all updates so far. This has to be the best update for Red Dead Online so far. Considering the fact that a lot of people have already stopped playing Red Dead Online, even those who are already playing it, they're starting to feel somewhat burnt out due to the lack of free roam activities. There are activities there, it's just not as much. Now, obviously, you know, Red Dead Online, GTA Online come from the same boat. You know, when they first came out, not a lot of stuff to do. Then they eventually started adding content over time, so especially through drip feed content, like the legendary bounties. Although it took GTA Online a lot longer for them to start adding more content besides just cosmetics, Red Dead Online got the edge on that. Like, the first year we got Frontier Pursuits and Moonshiners. With GTA Online, I think it took like 2 years to officially, like, it took a year and a half to get heists. And after that, they started adding free roam content. With Red Dead Online, it's a little different. So Red Dead Online has only been out for a few years, but it seems like it's starting to get neglected, especially last year. I know someone sounds like I'm starting to, you know, I know it sounds like I'm just banting or just speaking fast off the mouth, but it's a pure concern. Now, with this, depending on what they do with this update, with these robberies, it could potentially somewhat resurrect Red Dead Online, or at the very least, have it go down the right path. 2020, Red Dead Online wasn't going down the right path. It took the wrong turn and it got hit by a train. So, like I said, we'll have to wait till July 13th, which is, I'm recording this on the 7th. I guess, like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. And, you know, when the update comes out, I will do my piece on it. I'll probably do a video on it. Maybe I'll get Hatter and some friends involved. We'll just have to wait and see. Again, hopefully this update can blow us out of the water. This could be the update that either brings Red Dead back from the brink, or it could just potentially keep burying Red Dead Online in this plague of just, I want to say, filler. The Naturalist update and the Bounty Hunter update, it just seemed like desperation from Rockstar. Like, hey, there is this new content. Yet you play it, it doesn't have that much value. Hopefully this has a lot more depth and value and the natural feeling to keep going for players rather than the past. Me and the guys will probably do stuff on it, most likely. I know I would definitely do my piece on it. I would definitely try to get my feelings and opinions on the update. Hopefully it will definitely give me an incentive to keep playing Red Dead Online. I'm somewhat starting to get back into it, but it's definitely not that type of game where I can play for hours. I play for 1 hour and then I'm like, okay, alright, on to something else. So Blood Money, I'm counting on you. You better be a make or break update. This is a make or break update, but hopefully you make it, not break it. So, after all of that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.